welcome up in the chat section to let me so clearly know that you're here. We'll be starting shortly. Beautiful Cape Town we are at. It's a warm evening. So welcome. It's an interesting one. Sorry folks. I'm going to get started shortly.
I'm good. And you?
Good. Thank you. Simone, I have got you on as a guest here. So I'm going to just hide you if that's okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Unless you want to be a guest.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can't be changed while recording. Fun. There we go. But a big welcome to you, Simone. Super. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm getting to grips with the technical stuff. Drop a thumbs up. And I am going to dive right into our presentation for this evening. If I could just have a sip of water. Please feel free to drop any questions you have or comments in the chat section as well. I will see them throughout the broadcast and will respond afterwards if necessary as well. Good evening, welcome, and thank you genuinely for being here tonight. My name is Gareth Hadfield, and I am the founder of Anthem Creative Agency, and tonight we're doing something that I've been building towards for a long time. Tonight we announce the winner of the Becoming an Actor 2026 Scholarship Award. Exciting. But before we get there, and we will get there, I promise, I know that's why most of you are here, I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about what Anthem is, what we are building, and why tonight is about so much more than just one winner. Because here's the truth. Every single person who submitted an audition tape for the scholarship has already done something that most people never do. You put yourself on camera. You press record. You sent it to a stranger and said, "Here I am. What do you think?" And that takes courage. And I do not use that word lightly. So before anything else, to everyone who applied, to everyone who submitted, to everyone watching tonight who has been following this journey, welcome. I am glad you are here, and I am glad that you exist in my world. So I want to share some numbers with you because I think context matters. We received 52 applications for this scholarship. Of those, 22 people submitted audition videos correctly, in the format requested, on time, with the work done. 22. And I watched every single one, personally. Not an assistant, not a panel, me in this room with a notebook. Here it is. I was really encouraged by the enthusiasm and the passion and the immersion that I saw from every single person who submitted to me. I can see that this means something to you, and that really makes me feel encouraged about the future of the entertainment industry in this country. What I can tell you is this: the standard was higher than I expected for a first round. There is real talent in this room tonight, real potential. People who, with the right training and the right support, could build genuine careers in this industry. And that is exactly what tonight is about. So for those of you who are new here, and I know there are people watching tonight who've never seen Anthem Daily, for example, let me tell you who I am and why any of this matters coming from me. I have been working in the South African entertainment industry for 40 years. 40 years. I have performed on stages. I have directed productions. I've trained actors, hundreds of them, at every stage of their careers, from their very first audition to their professional acting set. I have run talent agencies. I have sat on the other side of the casting table. I know what a casting director is looking for when they press play on your tape. And I know within the first 30 seconds whether the training is there or not. Now, I've seen this industry from every angle it has, and I've spent the last several years watching it change faster than at any point in those 40 years. The streaming revolution, the democratization of production equipment, the rise of self-tapes, the global market opening up to South African talent in ways that simply did not exist over a decade ago. And I looked at all of that change, all of that opportunity, and I thought, somebody needs to build the infrastructure that allows South African talent to compete at that level. So I built it, and that's Anthem. A couple of years ago, I was sitting talking to a colleague, and this was with the rise of AI, and I sort of off the cuff just commented that I've seen so much about how AI can take care of simple, mundane, rote tasks, and my brain started to kind of go there, and I thought to myself, imagine if somebody who is a talent agent or a booker, for example, can have all of these processes done for them in a much more efficient way than even they can do it. Talent bookers are extremely efficient. Imagine what that frees us up to do as agents. It frees us up to really engage with the talent, to really help them grow their tasks that are immersed in the running of an agency. I know you all think that we sit around sipping pina coladas with supermodels all day. We really don't. It's hard graft. So that's how we came to this point. Anthem Creative Agency is not a traditional talent agency. A traditional talent agency waits. It waits for the right talent to walk through the door. It waits for the right production to come along. It waits for the industry to notice its clients. We don't wait. Anthem operates across 3 divisions. Talent representation, where we find exceptional performers, we package them professionally, and then we put them in front of the productions and the platforms that are right for them. Not just locally, globally. Training is the other division, because representation without craft is a house without a foundation. We don't just sign talent and send them to auditions. We build the performers they need to become. And our third division, which I will say more about shortly, is the infrastructure that makes all of this possible at a scale no agency in this country has attempted before. We believe that talent is everywhere, that geography is not a barrier, that a performer in Cape Town with the right training and the right backing can compete with anyone in the world. We believe that representation is not a favor, it's a partnership. We only win when you win. And we believe, above everything, in craft, in the relentless, sometimes unglamorous, always necessary work of becoming extraordinary at something. Anthem is not waiting for the industry to change. We are the change. We don't wait for our moment, we build it. Which brings me to the reason I need to talk to you about something before we get to the announcement, the big announcement, because everything I just said about craft, about the work, about becoming extraordinary, that's not philosophy, that is a curriculum. Becoming an Actor 2026 is Anthem's flagship training program, and I want to tell you exactly what is inside and why I think it's the most important thing I've ever built. This is not a course about finding your passion or unlocking your inner performer. I have no patience for that. This is a professional training program It is built on the same philosophy that has underpinned every great screen performance you have ever loved: psychological realism. And it gives you the tools, the language, and the practical framework to produce genuine, camera-ready truth on demand. On demand. Not when you feel inspired, not when the conditions are perfect. On any set, on any day, on any take. What's inside? So the course is built in modules. We begin with the foundation, psychological realism, the lineage from Stanislavski to the American method to the screen, the 5 pillars, given circumstances, objective obstacles, inner monologue, and emotional truth. You will leave this module with a framework you will use for the rest of your career. From there, we move into practical technique, how to break down a scene, how to build a character from the inside out, how to work with a director, how to take a note without losing your footing. Then the self-tape module, because in this industry, your self-tape is your audition. It is the first impression that casting directors form of you, often the only impression. We cover framing, lighting, reader work, and the specific performance adjustments that the camera requires. And then, and this is the part that most training programs leave out entirely, the business of being an actor. Your brand, your market, your competitive advantage. How to approach an agency. How to build a profile that gets noticed. How to think about your career not as a series of auditions, but as a business that you run. Because talent is the entry ticket. It's not the prize. The prize goes to the people who combine exceptional craft with professional intelligence. And that is what this course teaches. I've trained so many actors in this particular format, and so many of them have gone on to achieve huge success and landing roles, leading roles in feature films and TV series. It's so exciting for me. One of the things that I always say to people that I train is that I want to get to the point where one day an actor receives an Academy Award who's come through my training and my representation and stands on stage and says, "I'd like to thank my coach and my teacher and my agent, Gareth Hadfield." When that happens, I know I have arrived. So I'm relying on all of you to do this for me. So this course is for you if you are serious. It's not for people who are curious about acting as a hobby. It's not for people who want to try it and see. If that is where you are, I respect it, but this is not your course. Not yet. This is for the person who watches this industry and thinks, I belong there. I know I belong there. I just need someone to show me how to get in. This is for the working actor who has been grinding for years and knows that something in their craft needs to level up, but hasn't had the right framework to do it. This is for the person who submitted an audition tape this month and watched it back and thought, there's something there, but I don't yet know how to get to it consistently. If that is you, this course was built for you. Here's what I want to offer everyone watching tonight, because you are here, because you applied, because you showed up on a Friday evening, even to see this through. I want to give you the opportunity to join this course at half price. The full course investment is 4,999 Rand. Tonight, and until class begins on Saturday, the 2nd of May at 10 a.m., you can secure your seat for just 2,500 Rand. That is 50% off. Half price. For everyone watching this broadcast, and if you need to spread that investment, we can also offer a payment plan. 3 months of monthly installments of only 834 Rand. Same total. Same access, same course. The moment class begins on Saturday morning, the 2nd of May, the price returns to 4,999 Rand. No exceptions. The window is open right now and it closes with the first lesson. Now, I will be emailing everybody with the link that they can go and book their seat first thing tomorrow morning, and I hope to see you all in class. Now, let's talk about the people who made this possible. I want to read some names. 22 people submitted audition videos for this scholarship. 22 people did the work properly, fully, in the required format. I want each of them to hear their names said out loud because that matters. You put yourself on the line, and that deserves to be acknowledged. Here's my notes. Let me read. These people submitted, and I was really pleased with the level of work that I saw. So, Akona Ntantiso, this is in no particular order. Sheridan Adolph. Sheridan, I was curious to know if you have got any representation as an actor, because I'd like to talk to you about that. Celeste Biller gave us a beautiful, heartfelt, really thoughtful and intelligent monologue. I loved it. Sipasishle James, Jessica Oakley Brown has got a wonderful, wonderful presence on camera. I enjoyed that, Jessica. Thank you. Mandilaka Lufundo, wonderful. Nkosinati Twala, great. Samuel Mokoela, a lot of you guys seem to have had some theatre experience or training, and I can see that. I think it's important to know that the medium is different. Although the intention and the internal work is the same or similar, because the on-camera medium is different, you do need to apply a different technique in order to reach that truthfulness that we're looking for. Kevin Daniels, Vernon Aries, you've got such an amazing, interesting look, and you seem like a genuine, sincere guy. Tato Temo has been through a lot of this process with me before. He is on quite a remarkable journey. I'm very proud of him and absolutely encourage him to keep going. Ramona Jane Malloy, Precious Curia, Pendile Gumede, Kulikani Kezwa gave a powerful account of himself. Khomoto Ramufi did a wonderful scene. Itumele Msiza, fantastic. Faith van Rensburg, thank you very much. David Taoana, I believe, gave us a music video. And it was not exactly what I was asking for. However, it was actually quite a cool song. I quite enjoyed it. I think I've listened to it a few times. Confidence Shilenge, Adrian Strauss, and Reason Bele did amazing work as well. I think there's a theatre actor there, but he did really fantastic scenes. He actually submitted 4, and I enjoyed each one of them because he showed variety, and it was exciting to watch. So thank you. Those are our 22 people who submitted, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Every one of those people, every one, has my respect. It takes something to do what you did. Most people never press record. I wish I could offer the scholarship to all 22 of you. I genuinely wish that, because what I saw in those tapes, the potential, the hunger, the moments of real truth, that came through, even in rough, unpolished work. It moved me. But we had to choose one. And the person we chose, I want you to know why we chose her. It was not the most technically polished tape. It was not the most produced, the best lit, or the most dramatically ambitious. It was the most honest. It was a performance where I believed every single moment, where I forgot I was watching an audition tape and simply watched a human being in a situation. And that is what we're always looking for. That is what psychological realism produces when it's done right. And this person found it. So, without further ado, the winner of the Becoming an Actor 2026 Scholarship Award, the recipient of full access to the course, a personal mentorship from me throughout the program, and Anthem Creative Agency's full support in the year ahead is drumroll, Celeste Billa. Congratulations, Celeste. Well done. That was really great. It was so intelligently well thought out. I enjoyed what you did. I felt like you really worked to immerse yourself in the moment, and it made sense. It absolutely made sense. You and the character and the words she was speaking made sense with who you are and how you show up on camera. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Celeste, if you're watching tonight, congratulations. You earned this. You'll be receiving a personal email from me within the next 24 hours to get started with full course access, the details of your mentorship, and a conversation about where we go from here. I cannot wait to work with you, and once again, congratulations. To everyone else who applied, watch your inbox. I'm going to be sending you something, each of you something personal, because this should not be the end of your journey. It should be the beginning of it. So, I don't want to give away too much, but I'm going to send that off to you tomorrow, again within the next 24 hours. Please do read your emails. I know you guys don't read emails. I know, because I sent you emails and nobody replied. But please do, if you would like to continue on this journey with me, make sure that you read your emails. Before I go, I want to tell you what is coming next week, because this is just the beginning. On Monday, the 4th of May, Anthem Creative Agency will officially open talent applications in Cape Town and in Johannesburg. If you are a working actor, a trained performer, or someone who's ready to take their career seriously and wants representation that is built differently, applications open on our website on Monday, the 4th of May. The website address is anthemcreativeagency.com. anthemcreativeagency.com. Look, we're not looking for perfect. We are looking for serious, for hungry, for people who are ready to do the work and want a partner who will do it alongside them. Details will be on the site from there. And every morning, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. South African Standard Time, Anthem Daily is live on this channel. If you want to build a career in the entertainment industry, or if you simply love watching this world from the inside, this is the show for you. We talk craft, we talk business, we talk about the industry as it actually is, not as everyone wants it to be or pretends for it to be. Watch it, share it, send it to the actor in your life who needs to hear what we talk about right here. This community is only as strong as the people in it, and the more people we reach, the more people we can help. This has been an extraordinary week. We launched Anthem Daily on Monday. We talked about psychological realism on Tuesday. We're going to talk about AI and the industry next week. And yes, I know some of you have opinions of that. And then on Thursday next week, one of the most extraordinary people I know, a performer and a coach, a life coach, who's given 40 years of years in this industry, will be joining me for a beautiful conversation. So that's what, and tonight we change someone's life, and that's what this is for. Celeste, I'll be in touch. To everyone else, thank you for being here, thank you for applying, thank you for watching, thank you for caring about the craft enough to show up on a Friday night, and then remember to secure your seat in Becoming an Actor 2026. Before Saturday, the 2nd of May, I will be mailing you all the details that you need. And the agency opens on Monday, the 4th of May. Anthem Daily is at 10 a.m. every weekday, and we, all of us in this room tonight, are building something. This is Anthem. We don't wait for our moment, we build it. Thank you for your time, and good night.